Hey guys, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to another Sunday morning vibe here. And this morning I'm in a different location. I'm at my brother's place here in Montego Bay. And yeah, so big up yourself guys. Simone Bradley, Sharon Johnson, Jason, Island Lady, Joy Cook, Chester, and you name it, man. All of you guys doing good, doing good. Thanks for continue to supporting the thing. Continue to keep up the good service here, guys. And you know, yeah, like I said this morning, I drop off my friends at the airport. As you've seen the videos, we've been really busy for the past week, and I dropped them off at the airport this morning in Montego Bay, and then I swing by my brother's place here to spend a couple of hours with him. And so yeah, but man, my friends really enjoy themselves, and that's what I like. I like people who really know how to enjoy themselves, how to understand that they're in a place that is worthwhile being into. And this is what I'm talking about all the time in my videos to my own Jamaican people, that Jamaica is a place that most people look at as a paradise. You can't close your eyes to the good things that is happening in Jamaica and open them only to the bad things that you hear, because good and bad things happening all over the world. You know, I find it fascinating because I see people going to Israel. I see people making trips to Israel at this time. People going to Egypt, people going to the Middle East. And in this place you have war. You don't know when you're going to be bombed, you don't know when what's going to happen. But you have war and all that, and people are still making trips to them places. And I marvel at that. But here in Jamaica, we have such a beautiful place, so peaceful. I'm walking through this neighborhood here, man. You look at the neighborhood. Look at the neighborhood from where I'm walking here. These houses, this community, peaceful, nice, quiet, comfortable surrounding. Nobody's bothering. People are so polite. My brother was telling me about, he was in St. Anne's yesterday with my sister, and people just bringing them bags of fruits and bringing things to them. And you hear me talk about this all the time, but it's just to emphasize on the way how people are kind, friendly, and willing to help and do things for you. You know, it's not about, nobody's trying to rob you or do things, you know, that is not good. And so I like to emphasize on that a lot. But my friends was really enjoying themselves over here the past couple of days. They're fascinated about the whole thing, the place, and man, I don't know, you would have to hear their own testimony. I wanted them to come on a live with me, but they're a little bit camera shy, and they didn't want to come on the live, so we didn't do a live yesterday. But I wanted them to tell you for themselves. Babe have a channel for herself, and I'm gonna post it later on because I don't know the exact name of her channel yet, so I'm gonna post it later on to you, and you can go over there and see for yourself. Look at these community here. Look at the surrounding. Look at these kind of houses, the things you can expect to see around here in Jamaica, where people are living, the quality house, the kind of places that people are living. Look around, see for yourselves. You know, this is the beauty of Jamaica. And these are not filthy rich people, just people like us who are retired or just working class people doing their thing, you know. Yeah, this is the life. This is the life. But as I was saying before, my friends enjoy themselves here greatly, and I'm gonna post her channel and my channel, give you in the description, or somewhere there. I'm gonna post it and let you see, so you can go over there and give her some support. I don't remember her channel's name from my mind here, but I'll post it for you. And let her tell you her story. Let them tell you for themselves how they enjoy being here in Jamaica and what they experience here. None of them, nobody so far I come here can ever say they experience anything mean, other than when you go to the tourist areas and people are trying to sell you stuff. I think the worst experience my friend Babe have is when one guy in Retiree, Dunsville Fall. Are you from Manila? And they say yes, and then the guy start talking to them and try to sell them stuff. So anyway, that's only the worst experience they have, and they end up buying a little statuette from the guy, but they didn't use it. They end up throwing it out afterward because they didn't want it. Subscribe and like and comment. Comment is very important, guys, and liking the videos. And remember, don't skip through the commercials. Please watch commercials. The airport thing, picking up and catering to people as some of the YouTubers do, because that's their thing. They cook for people, they pick up people, they take people around and do things for them. So, but I don't do that. I'm here, and it's a beautiful Sunday morning here in Montego Bay. I'm just walking out here to give you a little bit of the view and the feel of what's going on here, man. You can see the breeze and the grasses, and you can see how it just feels really good out here this morning. The beauty of the whole thing, the scenery. Just look around, man, look around. Look around, see the beauty, It's just awesome. Just an awesome view, awesome landscape, And man, it's awesome up here. Beauty, really beautiful. Looking up on those houses up on the hills. That's what Jamaicans like to build their house up on these mountain tops, because there's no bad view in Jamaica, man. Everywhere you look around, you're either looking at another beautiful valley, looking at some landscape mountainside, or you're looking at the ocean. There's no bad view. So yes guys, so continue to watch and support the thing. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, for those of you who are asking about the place, if I take in guests, no, I don't take guests in. Sorry about that. But if you're in the area, like I said, I can always recommend the guest house. It's a beautiful place. The rooms are beautiful. We have the good restaurant there, and the place is so really, really nice. The place is called Carl's Guest House, and it's really beautiful up there. The rooms, I look at them and they were equivalent to the Embassy Suite in the Niagara Falls hotel that I went to. So goes to tell you how nice they really are. You're not missing anything. So if you come, again I said, if you come and I can take you someplace, I will take you to the beach or something. I will. I can't promise you that I will do that all the time because it's exhausting and the wear and tear on my vehicle, but I will do my best to help you and to do what I can. But at the end of the day, you can't really have a bad time if you're willing to, man, spend your money to go where you want to go. It takes money to do everything here. So anyway, just watch and take in the views up here, man. Sorry guys, I'm almost speechless. I don't know what to talk about because it's so nice up here that it's hard to tune in on any one thing. I mostly want you to see the views here, to enjoy the views around here. Here, look at it. These are things that I personally like and enjoy. Just the nature of life around here in Montego Bay, in Jamaica, and in St. Elizabeth, where I live. So yeah, this is where my brother lives, in Montego Bay. And He's living close to where they're building the Montego Bay bypass. Yeah, man. As you can see, the videos that I posted before with my friends from Canada, that they were enjoying themselves greatly. My only regret is that I didn't get to take them more places because they had such short time. You only had 7 days, and I did my best to take them around as much as we can. I wanted to take them to a few more places, but you know how tiring it gets and exhausted. Not about me, but most of the time when you take them to one place, they're totally beat by the time they reach home, you know. So they couldn't go more than one place at a time each day. Yeah, each day they could only take in one place at a time, and then they were tired. They go to bed so early, maybe 7 o'clock, 7:30, once in a while 8 o'clock, but man, they were tired. But that's good, because at least they enjoy themselves a lot. They love the beach. We've been to Vegas restaurant, we went to Safari and Black River. I wanted to take them to Island Bamboo and to YS Far, but didn't have enough time, you know. At least they went to Retiree at Dunn's River Fall, which was highly on their list, and they get that in there, and they're happy about that. So yeah, you know, we had a good time, and I don't know, I can't say enough. But people, at the end of the day, don't be afraid of your own people. Don't be afraid to come to Jamaica, enjoy yourself. If you want to live abroad and you want to be a tourist here, fine, do your thing, you know. But if you have your home here and you want to come home, don't let anything stop you. Don't let anything stop you. Okay? So bless up yourself. Have a good day, have a good time, and hope you enjoy this video. Like and share the video. Know that I'm only giving you little snippets of a little chat here and there, and showing you what my life is as a returnee here. Life is good, man. Life is good here. And I don't know, I'm gonna ask my sister-in-law, my brother, if they want to say anything, and then close this off. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm gonna let my sister-in-law just to say something to you guys. So what? Keep it.
Like I said, my name is Jennifer. I live in Montego Bay right now, and yesterday, just out of the blue, we decided to just take a ride over to St. Anne's. We went to the river. It was like some great falls coming down. It was a hot day. We jumped in, had a great time. We spent about 3 hours, and after that we went down to the beach, had some food to eat, and then drove back to Montego Bay. It was great. Way less stress than in Canada. I mean, when I'm in Canada, I'm not that impulsive. I can't do stuff like that.
And that was what? Just spontaneous?
That was just spontaneous, because you just feel the vibes. You just, you know, you're free. When you're here, it's like the weight of the world has lifted.
Yeah.
You know, like I usually come for winter, but like I said, this is summer, and here I am again in Jamaica, having fun.
Yeah.
This is the life.
And if you wanted to, you could always stay over St. Anne's for a night.
I could stay there if I wanted to.
Although it's just an hour and a half drive.
Because it's an hour and a half drive. I could have stayed there because I was visiting with my sister-in-law, and she's also a returnee who's living the life. You know, like I would encourage anybody who reach the years of retirement, whether 55 or up. This is the life, because you don't have to come here and come look work again. You know, and you can actually let your pension stretch.
Yeah, take care. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, guys. Like my friends from Canada, we just dropped them off at the airport, and then I popped by my sister-in-law here, and I'm telling you, those people would have loved to live here. You know, they actually, like, everywhere they go, they're like thinking about, like, man, you know, her husband was talking about the possibility of buying properties and so forth. I don't think they will eventually buy property, but they actually like the place that much that they thought about it, you know.
Yeah.
And you can ask them everywhere they go, they didn't see no violence.
Yeah.
They didn't see no crime, no nothing. Everything was peaceful. They go out on the street. I leave them and I go somewhere and I tell them to walk, and they walk around everywhere they want to go freely, do what they want to do. You know, one at a time I have to actually go looking for them because they're just walking around.
That's right.
You know?
Even yesterday, that the river went to that property belonged to this guy, and he just allowed us to go and enjoy the property. And then he came over. He brought a whole bag of bananas, and he said, "You guys, would you like it?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then we went down to the street. We got mangoes. Like, I mean, come on, like we'll just give stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nobody's expecting anything. They have it. They give it. They share.
Exactly.
You know, and that's the great thing about a place like this. You know, people share and they give. Like, you hear bad things, and I'm not saying that there isn't bad things, because there are bad things everywhere. But you know, you just have to live in a neighborhood that people care about each other. You're not gonna go living in the ghetto, obviously, because that's wherever you are in the world. That's not gonna be a nice place. But you know, Montego Bay, St. Anne's, Manchester, Portland, anywhere you go, any parish in Jamaica, there are good neighborhoods, good place, good people.
As a matter of fact, there are more good places than bad. You know?
That's right. Sometimes the media, it just focuses on the negative, as everybody knows that's what people want to hear, so they focus
on what bad news sells,
yes,
you know.
It sells. But you never hear about the good things people are doing for each other or to each other. They just hear about the bad things, and that's sad.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So you see, guys, it's not just me saying things. I'm in Montego Bay and this neighborhood. I didn't even walk the full neighborhood. Just go up the street there. But this place is peaceful, and that my sister-in-law and my brother, every morning like 5:30, they go walking through this whole place. You know, the place is peaceful. Yeah,
Nobody troubles you. Nobody bothers you.
Nobody bother you. Place is happy. People are happy. I was home the other day and my friends were there, and I hear the neighbor call me, come over with a big bunch of ripe banana.
Yeah.
We have so much banana in the store, end up spoiling.
Yeah, that's right. And we were out walking the other morning, and there's this guy that came and says, "Hey guys, you want some mangoes?" He piled a whole pile of mangoes on his wall for anybody who wants it.
That's just the way it is, yeah. That's the way it is. You know? So again, I said, guys, don't let fear cripple you. Don't let fear rob you of your rights and the way you can live and the peace you can have here.
Good afternoon, Camly friends. My name is Claudette, and I am actually Liebert's sister. And I'm here actually at the moment in St. James with Liebert and two of my other brothers and my sister-in-law, just visiting and enjoying a wonderful Sunday afternoon again in Jamaica. You know, I came home about a year ago, and the only regrets I have is why I did not do it earlier. I reside in St. Anne in the hills, and I'm having the best time ever. I did not know that life could be so simple, yet so absolutely amazing. Now, mind you, I'm not telling you that everything is easy and at the snap of a finger everything can be done. I'm just telling you that if you want to come home, just listen to your heart and come home. That's what we did, my husband and I. We left all the grandchildren, all the children, the nieces, the nephews, and we came home. We're not lonely. We get constant visits, calls, and just to give you a little typical day of what our lives is like, we get up, we go into the garden, we go for a walk, we go to the beach, We eat, and fruits galore. And one of the best thing about being here is we have neighbors. Neighbors that we can count on, that we feel comfortable with. And you know that feeling of when you get up in the morning, there's always somebody that says good morning to you and how are you doing? And that was something I was missing terribly in Canada. Although I was there for over 50 years, but always felt lonely. So come on over, visit Jamaica with an open mind, see what it's about. Tour Jamaica, not the hotels, not just the Airbnbs, but tour Jamaica. See what Jamaica is really about. Keep your mind open, and I'm sure you'll have a wonderful time. I am currently in the process of starting my own little business, my own little podcast, and I will take you through the journey of my husband and I rebuilding. It's amazing though, because my brothers are here now, and a few days ago on Tuesday, two of my brothers, Liebert and Errol, they came to visit with their friends, and we pretty much stayed outside all day. We cooked on the open fire, and we made chicken and fish. We had jelly. We had neighbors came over. They went over to the neighbors. It was absolutely wonderful, and we spent an entire day together. And you know what, a couple days after that, which was yesterday actually, my other brother came by with his wife, and we went to the river, and we spent hours in the river. We were climbing. You know, Jamaica has Dunn's River Fall, but it also has a lot of rivers and a lot of climbing rivers, just like Dunn's River, where you can go and just be one. And we had an excellent time. We were there for hours, and then after that we left and we went out to a restaurant, and the restaurant is right on the beach, and we had another great time. I mean, there's so much things to do. There's things to do when you want to do things, and there's nothing to do when you want to do nothing. You know, we have neighbors that stop by every single day. There's a different neighbor that would come by and give my husband, if it's plantain, even though we have plantains, bananas, even though we have bananas, mangoes, I mean, jackfruit, nutmeg, you name it. And it's different people, and all they do is good morning, and they will drop that off for you and they're gone.
They're not looking for anything.
They don't want anything. And in return, my husband does the same thing. If he's cooking or something and he's making soup, and like I said, he loves to cook outside, so he builds his stove outside with this big pot of soup. And I gotta give you a joke. He's making a meal for my brothers that are coming over, and altogether there was going to be about 10 to 12 of us. So he went down the street. He got a pot from one neighbor, a big pot for the soup. He went over across the street and he got one of those pans, the jerk pans, to cook in. And another person, bring the coal for him to put the coal under. Another person come and they're helping to sweep up the yard and all that stuff, so they have to put things together. And when they're finished, they leave and they go. They just hear that he's having family coming by, and everybody jumps in. Now, where in Canada can you really go and tell somebody that you need one of their pots to make a soup, a patch of soup, and nobody even blink an eye on it? When you finish, you wash out the pot and you bring the pot back. That's just how you do it. And if you get something or whatever the case, maybe it's the same thing. You need some ice, you call down, you say, hey, you have ice over there? Yeah, man, come on over. Because like I said, we're in the process of, building and renovating, our space to live in. So we don't have everything. But they make sure that we do. A couple days ago, really, last week sometime, one of our neighbors came by and said to us that they were checking in on us because they haven't seen us open up our windows and our curtains for the past couple of days, and they want to make sure that we're okay. Just think about that. Think how deep that is, and the reasons that I am back in Jamaica. And it's so simple. I came back home for happiness. I was okay in Canada. I'm happy in Jamaica. And I'm not that. There's good, there's bad. There's days where you hear on the news about this and that. But I also still get the news from Canada. So I know nobody's saying, oh, don't go to Canada. And why should you not come to Jamaica? Think about it. Why is it that the same people on the news that are telling you not to go to Jamaica, when you come to Jamaica, they're the ones that are here enjoying themselves?
Exactly.
They're the ones that are here buying up the properties and making sure that you, when you come over, you have a place to rent called Airbnbs, right? And you're renting it from them. So think about that. Think about that. We are living up in the hills, and we are having the time of our life. I am learning to use a machete to cut a jelly. I'm learning to do things that I didn't even know I could. When I came here, I was sick. My body was tired. I took early retirement. I know I look good and all that kind of stuff, yes. But I took early retirement. And I'm 61 now, and I'm proud of that. But I didn't think I would make it to 61 because I was so exhausted in Canada. And my husband looked at me one day and told me, he says, I want to go home. And I'm like, okay. And we're here now. So, you know, in my podcast, you'll see the reasons, and you'll hear all the wonderful reasons why we're here. Okay?
That's out. So guys, yeah, you hear it from my sister-in-law, and now you hear from my sister. This is the sister I was telling you about that's in St. Anne's. And we went there the other day, but we were so busy and time was running short. So we thought we'd have gone back the next day, but we didn't go back because my guests wanted to come back home. So so we didn't get to do the interview. But like I said, she's gonna do her own podcast, and you will see that as soon as she started her channel up, I'll be showing you on this channel, and you can go over there and check it out. All right, so have a good day. Thanks again for watching.